There's new data following the end of the abstinence-only education curriculum in Hawaii. It turns out that when you actually teach students how to prevent pregnancy and STDs, that it actually works. Education. Now, recently, about 5 years ago, public schools in Hawaii moved away from abstinence-only based sex education. And what's the result? Well, 5 years later, they came back and looked at it, and they noticed an interesting trend. The teen pregnancy and abortion rates have fallen. But wait a minute. I thought conservative politicians said that if you actually teach kids about sex, they're more likely to have it. And you're going to encourage all sorts of terrible behavior. Well, it turns out, according to the data, not only is pregnancy down, but abortion is down. The very thing that people who claim to be pro-life claim they hate. Well, there's your proof, right? Well, let's dig into some of the numbers. Now, the number of terminated pregnancies dropped nearly 30% between 2010 and 2014, the largest decline in the nation, and the state's historically high teen pregnancy rate also fell during the same period. Damn. Now, health and education experts say that they're not exactly sure why those rates dropped, but they noticed the declines came as Hawaii moved to evidence-based sex education, and since 2013 has allowed girls as young as 14 access to emergency contraception without parental consent. Now, Republicans say, no. Oh, that's misleading. No, it's not. No, it's just the data. Who cares about the data? Republican Bob McDermott of Hawaii says it's the availability of the morning after pill, which, by the way, is not an abortifacient. They're wrong when they try to tell you that. It does not abort pregnancies. It prevents conception. That's how it works. That's why it should be allowed, because it's not actually abortion. But anyway, now, he also says and believes that sex ed programs encourage teens to have sex. And, well, as I said, not necessarily. And if they are, which they're probably going to do it anyway, at least they're armed with knowledge. You know, the knowledge to be able to do it safely. Because these are going to be teens. I don't like it. We all don't like it. We don't like the idea. But if they're going to do it, which they are, we'd rather have them safe than sorry. So, now Hawaii's Board of Education moved to require parental consent for student participation, and health advocates are concerned that the trends could reverse. So now they want to bring parental consent for same-sex, or no, it's not same-sex, but sex education in Hawaii. It's sort of a reversal. No, it should be mandatory. Everybody should have to learn about that. It's basic biology. No amount of religion. Because I think that's what motivates abstinence-only education. No amount of religion and praying to Jesus is going to stop people from wanting to have sex. It is a natural, hardwired thing into our brains, and maybe we should learn how to do it safely, which, as you can see from some of the evidence, from a lot of the states who have, you compare abstinence-only states like Louisiana, Mississippi, to states like New York, California, and now Hawaii, that have abstinence-only programs, that have evidence-based sexual education. You can compare those two, and you can see what actually works and what doesn't work. And I think the data is obvious, and it's very, very clear that when you teach people about safe sex and how everything works, that people make better, more informed decisions. And that's where we want to go as a nation.